Good morning, internets! Let's answer some of your questions. First question, a lot of you have been asking me what my opinion is on Chris Brown and, the whole Grammy situation. It's kind of old news by now, but I do think that the guy should have never been put in any spotlight in any positive way. I just think that sends a very wrong message. I mean, beating your girlfriend is bad enough, but if you read the police report, what this guy did is basically punch his girlfriend in the face repeatedly, pausing only to tell her that he was gonna drive her home and kill her. And yes, I know that this was years ago, but not only did the guy not get any serious punishment for it back then, the point for me is that no matter how much time passes, just forgiving, forgetting, and then glorifying this person, it just sends a very twisted message to women who have experienced domestic violence. And I mean, you could say it's silly to hold a grudge, but that's not what this is about. I'm not saying the guy needs to suffer for the rest of his life. I am saying that the last thing we should do is put him on a pedestal and tell the world he's a shining star, because, I think this is the last person kids and teenagers should look up to. And now for something completely different, the second question. How do scientists find things out, and how can we tell the difference between science and pseudoscience? Well, all facts and laws that science comes up with are really just approximations. They're models of reality that are accurate enough to rely on. A simplified example I've used before is gravity. You can choose not to believe in gravity, but things will always fall when you drop them in conditions where the laws of gravity apply. So a scientific law or theory is something that we've observed and modeled that can accurately make predictions about reality without error, and it's something that we can test on that accuracy. Pseudoscience, on the other hand, is when you have an idea, a model, or a hypothesis that either can't or hasn't been properly put to the test. Anything from quantum healing to astral projections. These are all private beliefs and assumptions that may or may not be true, but they're certainly not scientific because no reliable tests have ever proven them to be right. So an idea can be as logical or as genius as they come, but as long as it doesn't accurately represent reality, and as long as we can't test it on that accuracy, it won't become a scientific theory. And last question, why are celebrities who have it all often completely miserable? And I don't know, it could be a bunch of reasons, but what I find interesting is that there are so many people who want to be like them, who want to get rich and famous and who convince themselves that these things will make them happy. But at the same time, if you look around at all the people who have all that stuff and more, a lot of them aren't any happier than you are. A lot of them are probably even quite miserable. So I just think if there's one thing we can learn from that is that happiness isn't necessarily included in living big, and the two obviously aren't directly proportional. But that is all I have for this video. Remember to click the like button if you liked it, and I will see you guys Tuesday.